Okay guys, I have this rotor 1 and rotor 2 wired up, and I have the AC bus 1, the breaker, wired up, and there's a 30 amp main over here. So let's get ready for a smoke show. So this will tell me if I have reverse polarity and if I have power. So let's just go ahead and click that on. All right, so far so good. All right, that's great. All right, so let me switch the number 1 rotor to shore, which should make this power available. Oh, Lord have mercy, no smoke, and lights are working in the way they should be. Now, if I turn this to shore, I think this green light will turn on. I'm not sure yet. Okay, well, we do have power. I don't think that green light's going to turn on until I hit the breaker. Oh my gosh, we got a breaker. And we got 0 watts, 120 volts, which is just really nice. All right, let's start throwing some okay. Okay. Oh, guys, it's freaking working. I tell you, I gotta be honest, when you're looking at 3 schematics and you got 2 identical rotors, but your numbering is different. So like the breaker comes in at 3 and 7, you gotta have hot and neutral correct. It comes out at 2 and 6, goes to 3 and 7 over here, then the panel goes to 2 and 6, the inverter in is gonna come into 1 and 5, and the inverter out is going to go out of 1 and 5. So it's not so bad, but you don't want to make an error, and you need to be on your toes thinking correctly. And I did it. Oh my gosh, you guys, this Klein tool, and of course these are the top of the line. This tool is freaking magic. Klein tools are very affordable, but they are not garbage. They are super nice. I wired everything up in XXX marine wire, 10 AGW. Oh my gosh, guys. I'm so excited. I have power. Now, I'm going to run my I need to have breakfast, but I got so excited I just couldn't stop. Now I'm going to run this 8.3 from the 1 rotor to back here, and then run this same 8.3 from the other rotor back to here. I am going to have to do a little wire conversion right at the rotor, which I hate to do, but the rotors won't take 8.3, they'll only take 10.3. So I am going to be using these really high power, beautiful brass pieces, and then of course all shrink tubed and stuff to reduce the 8.3 to 10.3 for just a little teeny run like that. And everything's fired up. The battery is charging my 12 volt batteries. When you cycle it, it tops them off regardless. And then I'm running 2 air conditioners, pulling down 2,316 or so watts at 20 amps. So we got 10 amp headroom on the breaker. Okay, this is the 8.3 SOOW AC lines, inverter in and inverter out. Okay, so we have a ferrule on the end. We have a brass connection for each of the leads. Okay, so because of Ohm's law, and I have 2 runs of 25 feet, I don't want a voltage drop, then that's going to require 8-gauge run. But I cannot connect an 8-gauge run to my rotary switches, because they don't make the proper connectors for 8-gauge. So I have to do a conversion over to 10-gauge, and I chose this method. 0 resistance, solid. Okay, there we go. Crazy. So it's a lot. We got a little cleanup to do here, but and I suspect I'll spend a good day tidying things up. I have some more changes to make, but okay, I got interrupted there, phone call. But anyway, yeah, so we're gonna do some tidying up. It's not horrible. It's just a lot in a small space. You know, this is the 12 volt and this is the 110. And then we got rotor number 1, rotor number 2. We got some 12 volt stuff here for a bunch of lighting that needs a lot of cleanup. Obviously, I need to build more on my cabinet here and house that stuff, but I left many extra feet of this stuff so I can route it. But right now it's just coming down like that. And yeah, this is my 2 meter 440 centimeter radio. And yeah, there we are, man. So the inverter is wired up. So if I switch this to this side and I switch this to this side, the inverter will get power, and the panel will receive power. But as it is right now, there is no inverter, but it's ready to be wired. And there is some badass 8.3 SOW just waiting to go into the bottom of the root. So if you try to use marine, this is marine grade, but if you try to use regular flat stuff, it does not fit into here properly. It just doesn't fit into here properly. It looks like shit. Yes, I've spent a lot of money doing this properly, and you could jank this and try to save a lot of money and do it improperly and get a similar result without the aesthetic and without it being professional. Yes, you could.